ladies, it's Michelle Capers here with 80/20 Eat to Live. So I just wanted to get on today to try to help you all get through your day as far as your plating and what you need to do, what your day needs to look like. So I'm trying to simplify it as much as I possibly can for you all to help you so that you can kind of navigate through it or either build your way up to try to get to where you need to be. So I'm not going to go through the, weighing yourself and all the other stuff that the water and all that and high blood pressure, making sure you monitor your blood pressure. We're not going to go through that. We're just going to be talking about the eating portion of it. So you all know here at 80/20 Eat to Live, what we do is we do 20% meat, 80% fruits and vegetables. So that's what your plates need to look like or your meals need to look like throughout the day. We eat 4 meals a day, no more than 400 calories. No, you don't want to go over 400 calories. So you want to get in the habit if you're just starting off weighing your food so you can be able to eye that later on where you cannot weigh your food, right? So you want to be able to look at your plate and say, hey, that's probably just the right amount of meat, or that's probably too much meat, or I don't have enough vegetables. You need to be able to look at that plate and say, okay, I got everything that I need and it's proportion right. So you want to start weighing. If you can't weigh, use your palm as a gauge. Your palm for the meat size, that's about how much meat you should be eating. And then you want to double that. You want to eat that much of fruit and that much of vegetables. Sometimes you can't eat fruit and vegetables, sometimes just vegetables. So you want to double that and have more fruits and vegetables than what you eat of meat. So just kind of start that way. Just try to simplify this as much as possible. So you want to get up in the morning within the first 2 hours, an hour to 2 hours, you want to eat something. So I know a lot with you all schedule. Everyone can't make breakfast. And then some people are just not breakfast people, right? You don't like eating breakfast, or you just don't eat breakfast just by habit or whatever. You have to get out of the mindset of what you used to do. You have to do something different if you want a different result. So I'm not saying that you have to go and scramble your eggs and all of that, but you got to eat something. You cannot skip a meal. So in the morning time, you got to start getting creative. We've also make sure you're taking a look at the features tab on in our community of what a protein and a fat is. So some of the things that you can eat in the morning is an apple and a stick of cheese, or a handful of mixed raw nuts and a fruit or something like that. You want to start eating something, but all of your meals, whether it's a snack size or whether it's an actual meal, has to have all of the macronutrients in it. And that is your protein, carbs, and fat. You don't want to just eat an apple because that's just a carb. So you're missing your fat and your protein, right? So every meal, remember, it has to have a protein, a carb, and a fat. And there's certain meals, there's certain foods like eggs, that's protein and fat unless you remove the yolk, right? So then you're just eating the white is just protein. But an egg, a boiled egg in the morning, maybe if you can just boil some eggs at night or boil an egg or two at night and then Ziploc it in the morning time and then bring you an apple. That is a meal. You got your protein and fat, which is the egg, and get you some salt and pepper, to eat with that, or you just eat it however you want to eat it. Eat your egg, boil your egg at night, Ziploc that, and bring you an orange or bring you an apple or bring you a bag of fruit. That is one meal. Easy, simple, peasy. Everybody normally is pretty good at eating lunch and eating dinner. It's that breakfast and that midday meal, snack, whatever you want to call it, is where we have problem. So I'm trying to help you all think about stuff that's on the go. So that is an option. Yogurt is an option. Yogurt is protein and fat. And if you buy some yogurt, I want you all to stick to Greek yogurt. But if you buy yogurt that already has the fruit in it, and I know, a lot of times we don't want to have you do buy the yogurt with the fruit in it because, the syrups or whatever else they put in there, the additive sugar. I'm trying to simplify things for you all. It's not going to hurt you that bad or anything like that. The ideal, get you some Greek yogurt, plain, the ones that's already in the small little cups, and then add your fruit to it. Hey, if you don't have the time to do all of that and add some fruit to that plain yogurt, just find you some fruit, Greek fruit yogurt. You'll have your protein, your carb, and the fat. The fruit in there is the carb. The protein in and of itself is, the yogurt in and of itself is protein and fat. Now, it's not a high, content of protein, so you can add you some mixed, nuts with that as well. If not, easy peasy. Let's keep it simple. Get your cup of yogurt, the ones that's prepackaged, that already has the fruit of your choice, but make sure it's Greek. That could be your day, like the 3 or 4 o'clock meal. Eat that, or again, a handful of mixed nuts, and add you some grapes with that. You all, if you like beef jerky, I don't, want you all to get into the rhythm of the prepackaged meats and stuff, but it's still a good alternative if you like beef jerky or, yeah, the same thing. Those beef jerkies that's in the bags or whatever. Get you a couple of slices of those that's out of the bags, that's in the big bags, or the beef jerky, the sticks. Eat you a stick of beef jerky and then add an apple or some fruit with it. Get creative, you all, as your midday or whatever. What I don't want you to do is skip meals. You don't want to skip meals. Why don't we want to skip meals? Because sometimes we feel as though if we just eat one time a day, we're doing good. But as you all know, and you can attest, leave me some comments if you can be a witness to this. Eating one time a day, if that was the thing, you're probably doing that now. Are you losing weight? Have you lost any weight from doing that? Okay, this is why we don't lose that, because you are killing your metabolism. So this is why you don't want to skip any meals, because when you skip the meals, you're killing the metabolism. Eating consistently 3 to 4 times a day, the 4 meals that we eat. There's other programs out there that says 6, that says whatever. I'm not doing that as far as what's right or wrong. Here at 80/20 Eat to Live, this is what I'm saying. This is what we do here. There's other programs out there, absolutely, that work. So this is not a competition. So I don't want you all to be saying, well, they said over here, eat 6 small meals. They said over here, 5 small meals, or whatever. Whatever one you decide to use. If you don't want to do it this way, if you want to do it another way, by all means, you all are grown. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just sharing with you what worked for me and what we do here at 80/20 Eat to Live, right? We eat 4 meals a day, every 3 to 4 hours. So what that looks like, you're eating between 8 and 9 o'clock a.m., 12 and 1 o'clock for lunchtime, 3 to 4 p.m. in your midday, and then between 6 and 7. You don't want to eat after 7:30, right? So, and it's just that simple, but you just have to get your mindset on doing those things, and don't make it difficult. Don't make it too hard, and stop saying what you cannot do. Just prepare. You got to the night before, especially for your working women, the ones that are at home. You have no excuse. If you are retired, if you work from home, no excuse. You all can prepare your meals. You can prepare, actual plates, if that's what you want to do, but you have to do it. You have to eat, because a lot of times, sometimes we will work out, and depending on how many calories you burn when you work out, if you don't eat right, what you're doing is sabotaging your workout. So you can work out and then go and eat what you want to eat, because you feel like, okay, well, I got my workout in, check, boom. Now go eat what you want to eat. Do your day the way that you do, and even drinking, you all, and you won't lose weight, or you'll end up still picking up weight. So you got to couple your eating with your exercise. Exercising, honestly, you all, is pretty much 20 to 30% of your weight loss. It's how we eat is really what's going to help expedite your weight loss. Them two together, monitoring what you're eating and adding exercise with that, you're killing the game. This is what's going to help you lose the weight faster, because what we put in our body, it is more important than, just running around and jumping. Now, you're young. You got a high metabolism. I used to teach aerobics back when I was 35, 6, 7, 38 years old. Yes, I used to go and do my aerobics, but mind you all, I taught an hour class. I'm preparing for that hour class throughout the week. So I'm working out 3 hours or more per day. Yeah, I went to McDonald's. I ate whatever I wanted to eat. My life at that time, I wasn't thinking about eating right. All I'm thinking about is getting moving. And then the amount of exercising and the calories that I burned, it ended up, I burned off everything that I ate because my metabolism was through the roof. So I'm not saying that if you if you just work out and eat what you want to eat, you won't lose weight. It just depends on where you are in life. And this is not just about losing weight here. This is about becoming healthy. You can be small and eating junky and you're not healthy. So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to look at the total picture here. It's not just the weight loss. It's what's going on in the inside of you as well. Because how many people do you know that has passed away that is small? So it's not just about being small. We want to make sure that we are giving this body what we need to sustain it, to keep it for, longevity, not just for a moment to lose 20, 30, 40 pounds or whatever it is. So that's why we try to stay away from the word dieting here at 80-20 Eat to Live, because this is a lifestyle. Now, you're going to have to make the sacrifice. Give yourself 90 days. And this is a good time to start to kind of roll over into the summertime so you can get that fit body or lose those pounds before the summertime and 4th of July and all of the stuff that happens, barbecues that we do in the summertime. Right now is the perfect time for you to start. Anytime is good. But I'm saying right now, here we are in March. You'll be, June-ish, middle of June, end of June. If you give yourself 90 days and just hit it hard. You all, after that, when you get to where you want to be, when you are comfortable and confident in where you are as far as your weight, you will have those days where you can go eat what you want. Honest, you can do that. You can still do the niceties. On the weekends, you all, right now, I don't just go crazy, but I do, me and my husband go out to lunch or whatever. I will have a hamburger or something, or, some carb, eat a slice or two of pizza, or I'll eat that piece of cake or whatever. But I have gotten to a point where, man, all the work that I went through and all the things that I went through when I started off, and I'll tell y'all everything in another video of everything that I did to get to where I'm at. It was very difficult for me, challenging, but I did it and I got there. So there's nothing nobody can do or say or present to me to cause me to destroy or sabotage what I have done. So when you get to that point where you see the results, you might not even want the cookie. You might not even want the piece of cake. But however, if you do, once you get to where you want to be, it's not going to hurt you. So I just wanted to get on today and try to help you simplify this. Don't make it complicated. There is, out of all of the fruits out there, out of all of the vegetables out there, you all, there is something out there that I know that you all like. I hear a lot of women, I don't eat that. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't engage in conversations with that, like that too much. If you say you can't, if you say you don't want to, I believe you. That's just how I am. I'm not going to say anything, or I'm not going to try to convince you. I'm not going to no, I'm not. We're just going to give you the information, and you have to make the decision. You have to understand your why. When I first started this journey, and like I said, I'm going to tell a whole story about what my great niece told me to kind of get me like, what? But one of my things is I start seeing too many of my family members and friends, family members and stuff passing away from sicknesses that I feel like sometimes some things just happen, you all. Eating right, working out is not foolproof. We live in a fallen world. You can still get this or that, right? But however, if you do what you're supposed to do, when it comes out time for you to pray about whatever and ask God, to heal your body, you can go with confidence because you are doing what you're supposed to do to take care of this temple. And then you can put his word back on it and say, God, you said. So this is why I am a stickler on doing your part so we can go boldly to the throne of grace to ask for help whenever we need it. We can't just do whatever we want to do and eat raggedy and do whatever we want. And now we're going to God almost begging, right? Because you know you haven't done what you're supposed to do. So give God something to work with, right? But I start seeing all, family members and stuff passing away, or I have family members that can't do this, can't do that because they're on a cane or they're in a wheelchair or they're just obese and they're uncomfortable. They got this going on, that going on. They can't get on the airplane. They can't drive that long I don't want to be there. I don't want to be that. I don't want to go to the hospital and for the doctors to tell me, if you don't today get your life, you will die. Why do you want to wait to get to that point? Why do you want it to be extreme? Why does it always have to be the drastic thing to happen to us in our lives in order for us to make a change? Let's not get to that point. Let's start now to do preventive things that will help us so that, okay, if something does happen and you get the diagnosis, you just keep doing what you're doing, keep praying, and God will help. He's going to help us either way, but I don't want us to get to a point where we are pressured. It's kind of hard to act under that pressure. You got 3 seconds left, Jordan, and you the man. They're going to pass it to you. It's like you are going to make or break it. If you miss that shot, you're going to kill it for everybody, right? Don't put yourself under that much pressure. So this is what I'm here to do, in this community, on this channel, to motivate you. When I did what I did the 40-day turn-up journey with Dr. Joe, but it's, everything is online. Dr. Joe didn't come to my house, or my coach at that time didn't come to my house, ring my doorbell, make me get out of bed and do everything. All they did is put some videos together, got up. We had an accountability once a week on a platform like this. They told us some things, but we had to get offline and go do it. So whatever I'm telling you to do, I did what I am telling you to do. So I know that you can do it. I come from Louisiana, you all. We eat nothing but sugar, nothing but the heavy stuff. I mean, we put the sugar on top of the sugar with the extra, so it's doable. If I'm able to do what I'm doing and then go back home and visit my parents and they're still, eating whatever, which I was able to even be a blessing and a motivation to my parents. But that usually was my downfall down through the years. I would start on something and then get back home and, them sweet potato pies or pecan pies or whatever cakes that my mama want to, the meat, the food, the seafood, the gumbo, all of that stuff. It was calling me. So I answered. Right? So you got to get to a point that you got to develop a no within yourself for a season. Then you have it when you taste it and you have the piece of cake after the 90 days, or you eat the sandwich or whatever, you'll feel content, and then you'll go right back into getting in your rhythm and staying in your rhythm. Then you'll have that weekend come again and you'll eat something that you don't eat during the week, and then you'll get right back into your rhythm again. It is what it is. If you don't, your body's going to go and fall back to the default that once was the negative. Now we have to rebuild, restructure ourselves so that when we develop healthy habits, when you do splurge, your body's going to fall back onto that default, which is the good one, right? Which is eating right. Because there's just no motivation like self-motivation. And when you get those results, you don't even have to listen to me anymore, right? But we are here to encourage one another. We are here to help you to stay accountable as much as I possibly can. You all, please, leave comments when we have those days or we have the Q&As. If you have questions, no question is a stupid question. I don't care, if I have said it before, maybe you missed it. Ask the question. I want to help as much as I possibly can. But again, let's just simplify that day. Make it easy for yourself. Prepare, pre-plan the day before. Just little things. Like I said, you're going to eat lunch anyways, and most of the time, we're going to eat dinner. A lot of times you don't eat nothing until dinner. So you might have to bring your little, snacks for your eat on the go. while you're in the car, eat your little apple and your cheese for lunch. Get yourself a salad, pick up a salad or something like that and make sure you add some meat with that, some chicken or whatever you want to put in your salad. Just make sure it has all the macronutrients in it. Am I saying you only have to eat salads? No, I'm just saying whatever it takes for you to for it to make life convenient for yourself. Like you can pick up, those little pre-made salads already, at Walmart or Harris, wherever you go to shop, it's already made. Pick it up, bring that. You got your nuts or your yogurt, whatever for your midday. And then you come home and you eat your sensible dinner, your 80-20 plate. Just get your mind. You got to change your mindset and you got to change that mouth. I had to do the same thing, not trying to be harsh on you all, but you all understand this is serious. Food is like, it's like an addiction. It's like crack. It's like I haven't been addicted to any substance, but substance, like alcoholism and drugs or any of that stuff. But I have friends and family that has. And to me, from what I've heard and from them, it's just as addicting as if you're on crack cocaine, right? So you're going to have to understand and know your why. You're going to have to make some decisions for yourself. I just wanted to be healthy, you all. I don't want to not be able to go to my grandkids' graduation. That's in about 15 years from now or 10 years from now or 18 years. Some of my children hasn't even had children, so we're looking at maybe 20 years, from now. I don't want to be like, I can't go because of this or that, because I'm too sick or, I get motion sickness when I get in the plane and, and so on and so forth. I can't drive that. I don't want to do that. You're missing out on life and you're doing it to yourself, right? So again, you all, you can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. Set yourself a goal 3 days out of the week. If you can't just go cold turkey 7 days a week, 3 days out of the week. Get your exercise on every day. Drink half of your body weight in ounces of water. Try to eliminate all the other sugary drinks, and get that food. Eat 3 to 4 hours a day, 4 meals a day, not to exceed 400 calories. Do it 3 times a day, 3 times a week. Then build from there, right? So you all, again, this is Michelle Capers here with 80-20 Eat to Live. Look, 3 John 1 and 2, paraphrasing. The Lord wants us to prosper and be in good health, even as our soul prospers. So it's just not about our soul prospering. The Lord wants us to even be in good health. We have a responsibility to take care of this temple that He has blessed us with. So just think about it, you all. Plan ahead, and you'll succeed. I'll see you all in the next video.